Do-Rag Wisdom here, folks, and welcome to Standard Earth Date Y2K 18.07.02, 127 days remaining until the midterm elections. I just want to note here that I am taking a vacation for starting tomorrow and ending sometime next week. I have to take a break from the news and from having to look at the disgusting visage of the birther bastard traitor Trump. I'm sorry about this, but my rage has risen to thermometer mercury bursting. So I must step back, get my brains back in shape, and get ready for the long, hot summer of shame ahead. I am dedicated to giving you whatever information I have, and I'm dedicated to the downfall of traitor Trump and his Trumpist party. I will not be much help if I am in a straitjacket and frothing at the mouth. So I will see you next week, if I am not dead, and continue to fight to save our country from becoming the Handmaid's Tale. And as for anger and rage, Harlan Ellison used to wake up angry in the morning and enraged at bedtime. I am just like him. I was even born in Cleveland like he was. Only I did not and never did have his talent. All I have is his rage, and it keeps me alive. Unpleasantly so, but alive nevertheless. I would rather be angry and miserable than happy, because I'd rather be miserably angry than a happy, religious, extremist dummy. And that includes all religions, extremists, whatever. Our country has to figure out what our identity is going to be. Are we going to be the shining house on the hill, or are we going to go back to the Dark Ages? Are we going to respect our rule of law that helps buoy our democratic republic, or are we going to become the Handmaid's Tale and live our lives as if the savage Bible is the word of a God and not really of men? That's right, the Bible was mostly written by men, and their religions were patriarchal in nature, oppressors of women all. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Men have ruined our planet because they have to stick themselves into everything. Their religions are one giant spiritual dick that they either want to stick down our throats or outright rape us with it up the behind. Presently, our country is in the hands of the rapists and murdering religious extremists. Harlan Ellison woke up angry and went to sleep enraged. He was also a proud atheist, and I am too. I have no problem with people believing in an invisible friend. Life is one vile task after another, as Al Swearingen of Deadwood, HBO's Deadwood, said. And all of us are fundamentally pathetic schleppers. Then religion comes along with the promises of paradise after we are dead. But whose paradise? Whose effing paradise, you stupid religious extremist shitheads? Whose paradise? None of the paradises depicted in our three Western religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, are desirable to me. I don't believe that we are going any place after we die except 6 feet under or blown in the wind like filthy dust. Religion, for the most part, has brought nothing but pain and death to our planet. If atheism, for example, became the national belief of our country or the world, I would never deny the religious people their right to their beliefs. I am not a totalitarian. I do not want to dictate what people do or don't do, what they believe or don't. I personally follow the religion of live and let live-ism, whose only law is this: as long as you are not abusing a child, an old person, a mentally ill or mentally challenged person, a physically challenged person, an animal on the planet, you should be allowed to live in peace and in dignity. If you decide to abuse human, animal, and planet dignity, you should be shunned. Right now we have a traitor. A traitor Trump, a birther bastard, abusing us to no end. Right now we have a Trumpist party trampling everything that makes our country unique. Right now we have greedy turds running amok over workers' rights. Right now we have religious extremists being given carte blanche to shove their filthy beliefs down everybody's throats, whether we want it or not. Right now, we have a movement to send us backwards in time. Perhaps to a time when we were still hairy apes and not still the savage and tribal naked apes that we are right now. I wake up angry in the morning and enraged at night because I hate the era I was born in. I despise the stupidity of network TV the same way Ellison illustrated in both of his glass-teat books. That's glass-teat. He believed that TV programming was going to make us all stupid. That was way back in the 60s. And see, right here in the early years of the 21st century, it did. It made us stupid. I simply want to be able to live in peace and be left alone. I want the young people to live on a pristine planet, free of greed, hatred, pollution, and war. I don't want dictators ruling and ruining our lives with the help of rich bastards who want everything and our blood. I wake up angry in the morning and enraged at night. And now that Harlan Ellison is dead, I lament over his having to die under a Trump-Putin birther regime. Not administration. No! He died under a traitorous authoritarian regime that we allowed to come about because most of us did not vote. I see it every day. I see the creeping, foul-smelling stench of totalitarianism insinuating itself into our lives. I see religious extremists being given full reign to control our every move. But they will not control mine. I will never accept the Trump-Putin dictatorship. I will never accept religion or any part of its fraud. Trump and his Trumpist party, with the help of religious extremist scum, are going to take over the Supreme Court, which has always been a kangaroo court with its unjust partisan bent in the first place. They will try to make it even more difficult to vote. They will do everything they can to push their shit. That's right, you religious bastards, you extremist creeps, your shit down our throats. But I'm here to tell you, similar to one of my favorite authors, I wake up angry in the morning and go to bed enraged at night. And when these creeps finally get all they want, a totalitarian religious extremist white man's land, I will reject them vociferously. And when they come to my door to do violence to me, I will take their hypocrite, racist, and Nazi bodies down in blood with my Second Amendment rights. I hope I have enough courage to do just that. Because last week, Michael Moore said we're going to have to deal with laying our lives down. That's what he said. Laying our lives down. And I'm a coward. I'm a flippin' stinking coward. And I hope that at the end I have the courage to stand up. I hope. Or die freaking trying. F Trump. F the Trumpist Party. And F the unjust right-wing partisan Supreme Court. I wake up in the morning angry and go to bed enraged, imbued with the fighting and defiant spirit of the late Harlan Ellison.